I doubted I was a woman because I was so attracted to other women. Oh, come on, there's all kinds of women who are attracted to women. That's why we have lesbians, you know? It's not uncommon for a woman to be attracted to another woman or even to want to have sexual relations with her. Especially in my case, I really wanted children, I really wanted a family, so I wanted to experience a sexual relationship with a woman. I was attracted, I wanted children, everything added up. Of course I was going to pursue it in that direction, it just made sense. Also, it's something called dealing with the cards you've been dealt with, or dealt. Basically, you do what you can with what you have, which is what most of us trans girls have done. Come on. Why was I doubting myself about this? Because I loved boy sports. Once again, it doesn't have to be a boy sport or a girl sport. Anything that boys can do, girls can do, and they can be interested in. Some of the best female athletes can destroy some of the best male athletes, you know? Not all the time, but we can definitely do it. Just because I liked a lot of the boy stuff does not make me any less of a woman. It just makes me a tomboy. So why was I doubting about that? But I would. It was one of those things that fed into my self-doubt. Because I had been able to use my body for successful sex with a woman. For me, it was very, very easy to be with a woman because mine fit theirs and it just kind of works together. A guy's body is configured for a woman's body, and because I had had some experience, you know, with myself, I knew that I could probably be successful with a woman. And with myself, it felt good, so why wouldn't it feel good with a woman? And I really was attracted to women, so it just worked out, you know? Why do I doubt myself because I was able to have successful sexual relationships with a woman? That's not a good reason to doubt whether I am a transsexual woman or a woman in general. I have been known to be wrong before. Let's face it, if you're an everyday, average individual schmuck like me with both feet planted on the ground, firmly on the ground, you realize that you are fraught with faults and that you make mistakes. I know that I could be making a mistake with this because I just make mistakes, so I just doubt myself. I'm like, what if I'm not a woman? What if I do this and it's a huge mistake? What if I have to detransition? So I just kept doubting and doubting and doubting. That's what we do. That's the basic human condition. That's what we do. It's what we're good at. Because my religion told me that this was a wrong thing. So here it is. Religion places a lot of doubt on me because I grew up very religious and I didn't think there was any place for me in it because there was no place in religion for me. They say that transsexual, transgender people are bad people. So it made me doubt myself. I'm like, I'm not a bad person. I'm not an evil, bad, wicked person, so I cannot be the opposite gender. Well, really, it has nothing to do with religion. It has everything to do with biology. Biology and religion are two separate functions and two different matters. So for me, to be doubting because of religion was really not a good thing and was way off. Well, basically because my body is a boy's body. Oh, come on, that's a retarded reason for me to doubt myself. There's people who are born with both genitalia, and what are they? Or somebody who's born with ambiguous genitalia, then what are they? People are born with XY chromosomes when really this should be XX. You know, it's just a really poor reason for me to doubt myself. Just because my body is a boy's doesn't mean that I'm necessarily a boy, and it took me a while to understand that concept. So, to come to terms with it, not to understand it. Honestly, think about it. Just because my body is a boy's and I functioned good, not even good, but I functioned and had some success with a boy's body, that does not make me a boy. That's not a good reason to doubt myself. I performed in almost every sport I did better than almost every other guy. Oh, come on. Seriously, I'm doubting that I'm a girl because I'm better at sports than a guy is? That's a really bad reason. That's awful. Just because I'm really good at excelling at sports, that does not make me a guy. That just makes me a really phenom girl. I'm a phenomenon. I'm really good at what I do. Honestly, that was the worst reason for me ever to doubt that I was a girl. And for some reason, I would feed, my doubt on stuff like that and let it gain power over me. I'm just really good at sports. How does that make me a guy? I doubted because forever I had lived as a boy. My entire life I lived as a boy and I had had some successes. Look, it's as simple as this. Just because I've had success as a boy does not make me a successful man and make me a man. It just makes me a girl that has had some successes in life. It just makes me a person that has worked with what I have, like the person who's lost an arm and yet they function perfectly and if not better than somebody who has two. It doesn't make me any more a man than, guys doing stuff makes them a girl. It was a bad reason to, doubt myself. Just because I was born with a boy's body and function as a boy does not make me a boy. So all these reasons, I doubted myself and I kept pushing these doubts on myself and feeding those doubts. And you know what happens when you feed something? It grows. It grows and it grows and it gains power. It just does. Consider that. Now I don't doubt these things and I know that I'm a girl. Just a quick video. I hope this was something that helped somebody.